So I'm just thinking, at least for a while, I'm gonna be recording live attacks from both of my accounts. I'm just gonna go ahead and post them as they are. Of course, I will be having my own commentary on top of it. So as and when I can, I will just keep uploading videos. It should be a little more frequent than how I normally do it. So without any further ado, yeah, Fireball. You guys can already know, like if you've been watching me for a while, you can find the army link in the description. And here's what I have on my heroes in terms of pets and equipments. Let's just get into some attacks. And of course, I will share my mistakes as well, you guys. It's going to be all 8 attacks, completely transparent. You guys get to see everything. Let's just hop into some video attacks. Okay. I'm just gonna take a while and think over here. Like I want to get a fireball into core, but I'm just thinking, is it feasible? Is it really feasible for me to do so? Oh. Okay. It's going to be a bit of a risk, but we'll just go ahead and try it. So I'm going to start on the Royal Champion side. I will charge my Warden for a very long time on this one. That's the gist of what I'm trying to do over here. And I will force the Warden to go towards the right side on this base. So just a little bit of time, I will give a Rage. And I'll probably even drop one of those Coco Loons so that he can pull the Poison Tower a little bit better. And such that the balloon pulls the Poison Tower and I don't have to deal with it. Hopefully, okay, that's a little unfortunate. And I'm just gonna have to deal with it now. So yeah, this is a fireball gone completely wrong, and all I can get is honestly that multi-archer tower out of it, and that's a very difficult core that I'm gonna have to deal with. I was thinking I could fireball the core on this one, but looks like I'm gonna have to sacrifice one of my heroes to go out and help me with the core basically. So I'm thinking the best possible option over here is probably gonna be my king. So I'm gonna try to start funneling the right side on this base so that I can force my king to go into the core with my warden over here, and I need to make sure that I'm also quick about it. That being said, I will also be having the queen go for the town hall, so hopefully it works out well. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, let's just see. Looks like I can deal with this the clan castle a little bit with my warden, and I will start with the queen charge starting over here on this left side. So what I can probably do is have a few super barbarians just going like this. I will also have to consider tanking for the king a little bit. So I'll go ahead and also drop this earthquake like this. Hopefully that weakens up the walls just in time. And yeah, the king should hopefully put in the work over here. I'm really hoping he does. And worst case, I will have to just rage up everything like this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be very, very careful over here. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. I can still work with this. I'm not in a terribly desperate situation. I have Yetis tanking the entire core for me, and yeah, queen is healthy and looking good. So now I just need to tank a little bit over here for the royal champion, and hopefully I can still get this to work. Hopefully, I'm not promising anything. I have broken enough walls to ensure that I can tank for the entire core over there. And I also have my hog puppet as a last resort, so you can see this is still working out pretty well. Yeah, we managed to use those super barbarians to tank nicely for the royal champion. King and those yetis easily took down the core, and we did not waste the healer values from the warden. So things went very, very, very wrong. We still got it because we adapted to the situation. Complete waste of the fireball, and yeah, just a very interesting way to adapt it. We just abused the fact that we have the phoenix on the king. We still have yetis in the clan castle, and with a rage spell, those guys can easily dish out a lot of damage to the core. And that's all we really needed. And all we did was, while that mess was happening in the core, we just started a royal champion to come in on the flank like this, and we just supported her with super barbarians. I mentioned this in my last video as well. Those guys are convenient mini golems. Rocket balloons cannot do the same thing. Super barbarians are superior in my opinion just for this one reason, and I find more use of them on average than rocket balloons. And you guys can see it, like I recovered from such a terrible mistake. So definitely do consider super barbarians over rocket balloons. That's all I'm going to say. We'll move on to the next one. Okay, very, very interesting base. Just Once again, just thinking a little bit before I do get started. Honestly, the town hall area itself looks like a good place to start. Like if I get a fireball on the town hall, I think that's a pretty good starting point. And I have free access into the monolith as well because of the angry jelly. So might as well just do that. Okay, okay. I guess I'm not surprised that there is a bit of a bait over here. I'll pull out all the skeleton traps so I can pull them and just deal with them kind of in peace, you could say, over here. Hopefully this wizard can deal with it before I have to like start spending too many spells. Alright, yeah, looks like we are relatively fine. It's just a matter of maybe using an invisibility spell on my warden. I think he should be fine though. I don't think I'm going to need any extra spells over here. Yeah, looks good. So I really don't have to worry about anything over here. Now, even if the angry jelly just wears off, I have a little bit of time to start thinking about the next phase of the attack. And I think this one's going to be a little bit time taking. Like the warden is going to take some time to chew through those defenses over there. So I really have to start thinking a little bit. Maybe what I can do is I can start pushing my warden off to the left on this base using some super barbarians. And yeah, that's the gist of it really. So if I can get that going, then that'll be great. So yeah, once again, I'm really just trying as hard as I possibly can to push him in that direction. Nothing else really. And yeah, the moment this happens, okay, so it will go invisible. The town hall will remain at like very low health. Maybe the warden will walk on. Yeah, so I just have to like kind of rage him up over here. He should turn back to the town hall and he is gone. He is good to go. I need to really speed this up over here now. I don't have time, and that's just the gist of it. So this time I think what I'll do is I'll use a drill so that I can punch the walls open for my queen. I believe I have used a log launcher previously, but this time we're gonna go ahead and use the drill to punch those walls open. That's just gonna remain a different kind of convenience for my queen. And yeah, king is gonna do like more or less the same thing again. So I don't have as many super barbarians available to tank this time, but it's fine. Like I think queen and king are looking pretty healthy. It's just a matter of getting this down as best as I possibly can. I will allocate the earthquake over there. I'll reach up these yetis more aggressively. My queen will move ahead to take advantage of that area anyway. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to pop my hog puppet. And let's see, maybe we'll get this one down, maybe we won't, I'm not sure. If we don't get it down, it's just pretty much a time fail. I think that is obvious, but again, let's just try our best. Yeah, okay, the Phoenix got that thing down at the bottom. Not bad, not bad. I was only scared because it would probably be a time fail because of the number of Teslas that are there over here. But I think in the video I posted recently, there was a variant of this base where the town hall was more in the center. And what I did was, in order to open these walls over here, I had used a log launcher to do so. And this time, because the town hall was located more towards the edge of the base, all I did was use a drill instead because there were defenses lined up along these walls, so I could easily open up those walls and I could instead use those wall breakers once again to help my king get into that compartment over there. And it was more or less the same process. It was just a little time taking on the warden side over here, so I started funneling him a little early to go towards the top of the base with my super barbarians and baby dragon at the bottom. That's the gist of it. This one came a little close on time because again I tried to tell you guys and I'm not able to multitask as efficiently, but it's all for the content, you know, it's all just for you guys, so it's okay. We got a 3-star at the end of the day. We'll just move on to the next one. It's the same base, huh? Okay. Well, I guess we know what we need to really do now, don't we? So why don't we just go ahead and like repeat this literally the same thing. Not much to do. Let's go ahead and pull those Teslas out first with the skeleton traps. And yeah, I'll just pull these guys off to the corner, you could say. And hopefully we can get this down super duper easy with like just one wizard. And no, it doesn't seem that way. Okay. Okay, yeah, let's just get started. No reason to really wait. I started the warden a little late so that I can actually abuse his angry jelly a bit better. Just like this, literally like this. So now he's going straight for the monolith, and I expect this to take a lot less time and hopefully we don't come as close to time filling as we did previously. So yeah, once again, just gonna start the baby dragon behind him. I'm also trying to not spend as many super barbarians this time to ensure that this funnel is set. So let's just use maybe like two to kind of like force him off towards the left again, and we should be fine. Once like it's pretty much the same base at this point. Not much to think. I've set the funnels down. It's just a matter of actually getting this town hall area down. So yeah, I think that's a good fireball. Warden should walk off to the gold mine, but this time I think the town hall should. No? Okay, maybe not. I was wrong. Anyways, I'm not going to spend the rage this time. I'm just going to make it invisible because he will finish it pretty much immediately. Yeah, I have the drill also ready. So, uh, yeah, again, like nothing to really do. So, let's just let's just get each phase going one after another. I'll have to pop the king ability a little early. And yeah, just be careful of what the warden is doing up top because he can walk into danger super duper easy. Just gotta be a little careful. Oh, this time the wall didn't break, it appears. Okay, maybe I can still... Yeah, I can still break that wall, so I'm not too concerned. Just a little worried of maybe the warden, but okay, seems like that's not an issue either. So let's just poison up this core over here. Now I have multiple rages because I didn't use rages earlier. So now I can actually chill a little bit. So this is actually not too bad. Maybe I'll give him an invis spell so I can protect those healers a bit. Rage up for the hog puppet, and so those guys can go wild. Yeah, this is much cleaner than the attack I had previously done. Like I have a swag rage and I'm just gonna throw it down just to speed things up. Yeah, not bad at all, not bad at all. This one was much cleaner. I'm sure you guys also noticed. Like we just took advantage of the traps on this one. We pulled all the skeletons to the side over here, dealt with them, and that way we didn't waste our angry jelly, which allowed us to go for the monolith straight up without having to deal with any skeletons whatsoever. Just a little improvement on the previous attack that we did, and that's really all that was needed on this one. It was much cleaner. So yeah, you can definitely take that also as an improvement over the last attack. Not going to comment it much more. You guys already know the drill for this one because I covered it in the last attack. Let's just move on to the next one. Oh, this is actually an interesting base. Like it can be taken down in multiple ways, but I'm going to go for a little more convenience on this one. And we're going to go ahead and fireball one of the invis compartments right off the bat. And we will try to have our warden go for the eagle artillery afterwards because it's less damage compared to the upper area. So let me just go ahead and get that started. I will do the same invis trick, but first let me also check if there's Teslas in the area. Okay, nothing over there. So I will do the double earthquake trick. I will give one invis for him and just immediately pop that. And yeah, he is good to go. Oh, it looks like he might go up to the top of this base over here. I might have to be a little careful. Yeah, I did not expect those Teslas over there. But let's just give him a moment so that we can understand where it is that he's exactly going. I'm not fully convinced that he's going to go up top. I thought he would go closer to the wizard tower after this, but it appears that the ricochet cannon was not in the range for the fireball. This is fine. This is still fine. It is still manageable. The only catch now is that it is going to be a little bit more tricky for us to handle the warden. So like he could get into a lot of damage very easily. Just gonna have to be careful. That's the gist of it. So let's just go ahead and funnel both our king, our warden and our queen towards the respective areas that they need to be going towards, and we can discuss maybe as we go forward how I'm going to deal with this. So yeah, I think now is a good time to drop those healers for the queen. And yeah, I think I can like start focusing up a little bit on the warden. He should be entering the enemy queen's area. Yeah, just like that. And what else can I do? What else can I do? Okay, I'll just drop a rage for the queen because she seems to be in a bit of trouble. And yeah, the moment this warden is going to go closer to the monolith, I will probably give him like an invis and a rage, like something like this maybe. That way I can like kind of like anticipate his movements a little better. And yeah, I think now is also a good time to start the next phases of the attack. So what I'm going to do over here, I'm going to sacrifice my drill just so that I can pop that invis tower And yeah, the queen is looking good, honestly. Like the queen is looking safe over here. King is also looking safe. Hopefully, those guys can pop that invis tower. Yeah, perfect. And now this just gives some incentive for the the king to go ahead and grab the invis tower. So I have two wall breaks over here. I will pop. I will try to make it such that the king can definitely go and get the invis tower over there next, hopefully in time. But yeah, either way, I just need to kind of like blanket the entire area over here. Not much else for me to do. This base is also crushed despite of things going wrong. And yeah, again, like literally, and as I was saying, not much for me to do. I'm just trying to drop everything before the attack does finish. So we should be fine over here. Yeah, the warden was going to go towards a more dangerous area, but you just need to think of it as literally a hero charge. Like, imagine if it was your queen in the area, you would dedicate spells to her. But it was our warden that went up, so we kind of did like a warden charge, and the queen had the easier path. So it's really just as simple as that. Pretty good day so far. And alright, I think this is also. Isn't it literally the same base I did yesterday? I think it is. I think it is. Either way, let's just go ahead and repeat it if it really is the same base that I did. Yeah, I think it's just mirrored by 180 degrees. And the Inferno is multi-Inferno instead of a single Inferno. So I think we can just go ahead and repeat it. I'm just going to check for those Teslas. None are there in the area. So this time I'll try to save on the earthquake a little bit like this by doing it a little bit more conservatively. That works out perfectly. So now I've managed to save one earthquake which I actually expended yesterday, and this time I believe my warden is going towards the eagle artillery. So I can actually go ahead and ignore my warden for a conveniently long amount of time over here. I just need to start thinking of the next phase of my attack. That's about it. So yeah, we've got like one black mine over there. Not much to really think about. Really not much to think about. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and see what I can probably do on this base. So maybe I can. Okay, I hope my queen doesn't like wander inside over here, because if she does, that's a bit weird. Okay, looks like she isn't going to be doing that. So I can just go do like a double wall break like this so that she can quickly go in and snipe whatever is waiting for me inside. And yeah, let me also do one thing and make sure that my warden stays um, closer to the core over here. Okay, so I just need to be a little careful. Okay, the angry jelly is getting targeted. Not much for me to worry about. Might as well consider starting my king over here. Need to zoom out. And yeah, you'll notice I can't even talk. I'm using the flame finger over here. That should be a little interesting. Nice, nice. Okay, another very neat thing is the clan castle is going for my queen as well. So let me just continue to funnel my warden in a way such that I can go ahead and grab the town hall using the combination of my warden as well as my flame finger. That should work beautifully well, and I don't have to worry about too much else over here. Let me just give a rage to my warden. And yeah, now this invis tower compartment may be a bit of a problem, but we're just gonna like wait and see if we can do something about it. Yeah, let me just give that. Let me give some protection first for my queen. Once the warden triggers the invis tower, I will go ahead and knock it out of the park, you could say. So yeah, I'm just once again providing some protection. Okay, nice. So now I can start my royal champion over here, provide the protection in terms of those. Oh, I lost my queen, but I think it's too late, honestly, by this point. Yeah, just hog puppet. Go, 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 go. Flame flinger and the core is doing its wonderful job. Yeah, it's a little different approach this time because I think in the video that I did the other day, my warden actually walked like this, and I had to use a log launcher from this side. But this time, you can see like it's very easily adaptable. So this time I used a flame flinger to tag team the core with the warden, while the rest of my heroes just easily took care of the rest of the base. And those invis tower bases are not a problem. One or the other, either your queen, your warden, somebody just needs to trigger the invis tower before sending your final resources into it. It's just that simple. And yeah, this is the second way to take down the same base I showed in my most recent fireball video before this one. It's really adaptable, it's very simple. Definitely give it a try for yourself. Still got 3 attacks left to go. Pretty interesting, huh? So far the day. Mm, oh, this one's actually very convenient for me. Once again, I'm sorry. Maybe I'll tell you guys what I'm trying to talk about. If I have a fireball on this ricochet cannon, I can once again get that combination of the clan castle and the monolith, which I just love to talk about. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and begin with that, and I'll think about the rest of it later. So yeah, I'm just gonna use my super barbarians to quickly funnel out a few defenses waiting for me on the border and try to angle my warden also such that he can kind of like remove this area a little bit before going for the ricochet cannon explicitly. If required, I will give him the invis spells that are required to make sure that I can definitely get that cannon or the fireball on the cannon. Like maybe I'm hoping my angry jelly also wears off before the expo goes down. Then that'll give me some time. Yeah, perfect. So now I can just go ahead and do this, and I can do something like that. And this is, I can work with that. Like the dragon is like very low health. No ice golems have come out. That's a common CC that people are running nowadays, by the way. Like one dragon and two ice golems. So just do be a little wary of that. It's I think it's probably the best CC now. And yeah, without any further ado, let us also begin on the exact opposite side. And yeah, that that rage tower is completely wasted. By the time my warden starts stepping into danger, it'll be too late. So honestly, a very, very, very strong setup over here that we've got. Not much for me to worry about. And let's also start pushing my queen into the base a little bit. I think this is going to be... Oh, I lost my warden as I was saying that. Anyways, I'm thinking this is going to be a log launcher base because those are some tough walls for me to crack into the core. So I might as well just go ahead and do it like this. Hopefully I don't lose my queen the same way I lost my warden. That would be very disappointing. But I think we're good over here. Yeah, let me just go ahead and also quickly push the king into the scattershot compartment because that's going to be a lot of fire that I'll have to otherwise deal with. And let me also start considering what I need to do for the Royal Champion. I might have to let this Rage Tower on the right side recharge. Sadly, I was not able to get it down in time. If I can also bust open this wall for the king well in time, then that's also pretty good. Yeah, I'm just going to give the Rage over here such that the Yetis can take advantage of it. And yeah, also obviously save my healers a little bit over there too. Okay, not looking too bad. I'll drop an earthquake over here to kind of weaken up the walls. And yeah, of course, same principle. I'm just gonna try to maybe distract the right side a little bit. And okay, looks like I've lost my queen as well over here. It's gonna be a little bit tight on time. This right side is very, very well protected, I have to admit it. So let me just try to pop the hog puppet like this a little optimistically, hopefully. Maybe I can get this entire thing down. I just need to protect my hogs, honestly. That's all I need to do at this point. And that should give me the protection I need to really get this base down. And despite of losing both my queen and my warden, so unfortunately, we barely get it. It is a little difficult for me because I'm also trying to talk through these attacks, and it's just that simple. Like we are trying to time our heroes one after another so that they can honestly help each other out. So in this case, my queen helped my king. My king then proceeded to tank for my royal champion. Like honestly, most of you might have even thought after the warden died, I should have probably had my royal champion directly go in over here. But what I decided to do instead was allow my king to tank for me this entire time, and the royal champion stayed perfectly hidden. She dealt with the entire enemy hero farm, and then using our hog puppet and the remaining resources which I usually save and flex on most bases, I could just easily like get rid of this entire last area on the base. So it comes close sometimes, but only if you're trying to multitask, like literally like I am, where I'm trying to explain the attack to you guys and also execute it. So just goes to show that if you practice a little bit, you can actually get these bases down with relatively more ease than I am facing. So do try it out. Again, I can't recommend it enough. Last two attacks, and I'm getting a little tired of talking through all of these, but well, it's the same base right away. You guys know exactly what it is that we're gonna do. Yeah, fireball on the visit tower. Just gonna go ahead once again. This time there's a Tesla farm. So obviously we're probably gonna have to be a little bit more careful. I'll do it like this. Yeah, I think that should be a lot better. And we got that entire farm down, no issues whatsoever. Gonna definitely drop some test balloons in the area. And this actually works out perfectly for me. Like now these guys are Gonna make sure that my warden sticks to the right on the base, but yeah, primarily I'm just searching for safety against those possibility, like I don't know, something to bait a fireball, you know, like even like something to eat away at my warden's healers. So we're just gonna go ahead and pretty much do the same thing, right? Not much for me to really think about at this point. Yeah. Once again, super barbarians to just ensure that those guys stay more or less to the outside of the base. I will consider dropping some super barbarians inside to help my queen more directly this time. Yeah, the double wall break as well to just help, and I'm gonna keep an eye on everything going on. Yeah, just gonna give some super barbarians just like this. Zoom out, chill, relax, nothing to really do at this point. And yeah, let my warden and my queen both respectively go to work. Good time to also start this flame finger. Yeah, warden is also chilling, nothing for me to really look out for. Yeah, just gonna like be a little careful in case the enemy royal champion starts attacking him, but it seems to not be the case, so we are absolutely fine over here. I'm gonna drop some super barbarians on the top to ensure that my king is not the primary person taking damage this time, and I can actually go ahead and do something like this now. So yeah, hopefully, oops, I just swagged a freeze. It's okay, I pre-swagged the resource, don't worry about it, guys. It's just pre-swag, don't worry about it. So yeah, this time my king should not die as quickly as he did previously. I'm gonna once again devote some resources to my warden in terms of like the funnel. So like you'll notice the super barbarians on the top of the base once again this time. Yeah, so hopefully these guys can tag team and easily get out the town hall. Let's see. Let's just see. I will drop the earthquake like this to just kind of make the town hall a little weaker. Yeah, looks pretty good. Looking pretty good. Not really much else to do. I have way too many resources left, and this is also absolutely crushed. But like I think you guys can notice how important it is for you to use the barbarians at the beginning of the attack. Like obviously this time we walked right into a bait, but no problems for us whatsoever. So yeah, honestly pretty good, and we didn't even need a royal champion in this one, along with that last rage as well as the invis. But do be careful, like as you go higher in trophies, like okay, I'll back out of this attack and show you guys how high I am right now. So I'm at like 6060 trophies, and we still have like, this is like still 14 days left to go, so that's honestly very high. We hit a perfect day yesterday, which I showed in my most recent one, and yeah, we're 7 for 7 today as well. And yeah, we're pretty high up, I would say. So you got to be careful. People are not necessarily only baiting root riders. You have to be careful. You need to be careful of even fireball baits as you keep going up. Definitely use those smaller troops and just be careful. That's all I can say. It's the same base. Not going to comment much on the approach that we used. Yeah, that's about it. So let's just move on to our last attack and see if I can get a second perfect day as well. Last attack, and wow, I would not have expected to see this base style this high up in Legend League. It's a double invis style of setup. Wow, okay. So this is what we're gonna have to work with. Let me think a little bit. Once again, let me just think a little bit. I obviously want to get a fireball, preferably on one of these ricochet cannons on either side. So let me try to do that. Let me just try to angle my warden over here, and I will manipulate his pathing using invis if required, for the fireball especially. So I will have to be a little careful over here. That's the gist of it. And let's just see what it is that we'll have to work with over here. So I'm just trying to narrow down the defenses on this base. I'm not going to drop a baby dragon just yet. Oh, this is actually pretty convenient. Wow. So this is also one very interesting thing. If I drop the fireball before the buildings go invisible, he will continue to like the fireball will still target the building even after it has gone invisible. So that is a very neat trick that you can exploit in your fireball attacks. Definitely work with that. And yeah, looks like I will try to manipulate my warden to stick towards the scatter shot. Hopefully the baby dragon gets that building down in time, and looks like we are good to go over here. Yeah, let me just drop a flame fling over here. It is very late, but might as well, better late than never. So looks like my warden will stick over there. I will just drop my queen up over here because it's the natural thing to do. Like we formed a hole over here, warden like this, queen like this. Now I'm gonna get out of drawing mode really quickly so I can like actually handle this. And not much for me to do. Just give a rage because queen is under a lot of fire, and my warden might need one too. I don't know. Okay, let me start cleaning up behind the warden like this. Yeah, looks like warden should remain safe relatively. I'll give the next wall break for the queen to start moving into the next compartment as well. Start cleaning up like this over here. Let me see if I can pull this clan castle out. Nice. Okay, a lot of headache that we don't have to deal with anymore. Looks like we are looking good. So maybe what I can do is I don't know, it doesn't even matter if the warden has to deal with it, but I need to desperately start thinking of the next phase of the attack. Looks like the I can't talk. Looks like the looks like the clan castle is gonna head towards the warden, so I don't really have to worry about him. And yeah, the queen should honestly just start going towards the core over here at this point. Oops, that's unfortunate. I guess I'm not gonna get the perfect day after all. But yeah, it's a very simple army, honestly. It's a little unfortunate that this happened for the final attack, but let's just see how we finally ended up on the day. I think it's gonna be a 1-star, honestly. Let's just see. I don't know. Well, it seems my final attack was a 97% somehow or the other. Luckily, I managed to drop my king, otherwise I don't think this would have been the case. I still had a lot of resources in my army, you guys saw, and that just goes to really show the strength of this attack. I can't ask for anything more than this. It's a little unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. It's just a game at the end of the day. I'm fine with this. I'm just happy that I was able to break down all the bases in a way that we actually managed to 3-star all of them. And not bad at all. That's a wonderful way to end the day, and I think that's a fitting finish to the end of this video. So do leave a like, maybe subscribe if you find these tips helpful. Share with your friends. I do put a lot of effort into these, but yeah, that's enough about the video. So I'll just see you guys in the next one. Peace.